What's up everyone? This is your favorite life and business coach. Today I just want to make sure you guys are staying focused. This is another segment of how to take advantage of this quarantine. I feel like, we've probably been in different stages in our life where we've had a goal or a vision for something. For multiple reasons, we may not have been placed in an opportunity to accomplish those things. And so what I'm really trying to say is, I'm pretty sure you've been in a situation where you just didn't have the time, where you just felt like, work is happening, the kids are in need, everyone is needing from you, but you're not giving to yourself. And I feel like things like this just kind of happens from the universe to really sit people down. Imagine, given 15, 20 years of a job that you no longer work at. And some people, are living off of unemployment. We give to jobs and we still, for some reason, live from paycheck to paycheck. So this should really put things in perspective for some of you guys. I hope that the fear and anxiety is pretty much wearing off. I hope that everyone started to really, take the time and say, what's important. Because if this thing's happen, if this quarantine happens for another 1 month, 2 months, for a year, what can I do to really benefit? So this is another segment. We talked about a few things, but I'm going to go into a little bit more detail of how you can most definitely take control of your life, because that is really important, is taking control and grasping your life and knowing what you want and actually seeing it and accomplishing whatever it is that you want to see. So stay tuned. Are rooting and supporting our essential people, the people that are in healthcare, postal workers, the people that are held in the gas station. It's very important to praise people that you see working hard, because some of us don't have a job, but they are also putting their life and health on the line just to serve us. So we appreciate you guys, and make sure you guys stay hydrated. Make sure you guys are taking your vitamins, you guys are eating right. Make sure you guys are getting the proper sleep as well. Make sure you guys pray, stay prayed up, give 110%, but do not lose yourself and sacrifice yourself for things that are not worth it. So use your best judgment in the workplace, and we just thank you. So appreciate it. So the first thing you guys want to do is contact your utility company. You want to contact your rental property, your mortgage company. Think about, if you're the person that has your bills written down, call every single company. You want to send them an email and you want to call. The reason why I'm saying to send an email first is just to have that paper trail. Because what you're going to see is that when you make those phone calls, you're going to realize, the wait time is not the normal 3 minutes. I called Navy Federal and my wait time was 105 minutes. 105 minutes? To talk to who when?
Jesus Christ.
It was already bad enough that I called unemployment. The phone would continue to hang up on me while I was on hold waiting on the next call. The last time I was on hold for 55 minutes and it hung up. And I was just cursing all over the place. So you want to send an email and a phone call. If you have a contact person, or in my situation, if you were furloughed, go back to your HR department and see what you can find out. Contact these companies to see what they can do for you. On my insurance company, that they're actually giving discounts right now for my insurance company. Unfortunately, if you have a commercial insurance, you don't qualify for my company, but see what works for the insurance that you do have. Navy Federal, they're doing extensions for credit cards and loans. Except I didn't qualify because I do like to pay my bills ahead of time. So because I am up to date by 60 days, I didn't qualify. But my card note was up by 30 days. I never called them. I sent them an email, and they extended my next car note payment to August, the end of August actually. So that's pretty good. The benefit to this is getting extensions. Although you do have the money, you don't want to feel like you have to hold on to your money because you don't know what's going to come next. And I understand that stress, but what you want to take advantage of is possibly paying up on these things with no penalties, and that's what you have to ask for. You have to say, hey, if you guys are doing X, Y, Z, and you make sure there's no interest added. Make sure there's no, when you talk to these people, make sure you're getting all of the details. Make sure you're getting the proper word, like if you say deferral, or, there's other words, and if you want to, put them on hold and Google it, or, tell them you'll reach out to them in 24 hours to just do the proper research, to just make sure you're not putting yourself in a bad situation. I am actually recording this at 1 a.m. I have a credit union, so I was advised on the 13th. It will come on the 15th, and it is here. And at this moment, because the money is here, I want to recommend that you dig deep before you think to even buy a lot of groceries, or if you're thinking paying up on some bills. Really go deep and think about what you can do, but you really want to consider your family. And if you're really looking to invest in yourself, I think that's the best thing you can do, considering that we have a lot of time to focus and hopefully get ourselves out of this rat race in the first place of being dependent on a job. So, like I said, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but just make sure you dig deep, look at your situation within your family. This is probably an emergency fund for some families. This may be cushion. Maybe this money is to pay back some credit cards that are going into groceries, because, we have 3 in the house, and I'm looking at how much we're spending on food just in case something happens. And, it makes sense. So make sure you dig deep, look at what's necessary in your household, and just look at it, based on our circumstances. We feel like, we're working from home, we're not spending too much on gas. However, we have to spend that money on groceries, and we have to spend on PPE, and our utilities are a little bit higher because people are using the internet all day, they're watching TV all day, they're running water, they're doing all these things that, the things that you didn't have before. So use your best judgment. I would say that, you want to always maybe save 5 to 10% of that into saving. For those who are so stressed about the furloughs and the layoffs, once again, look at the silver line. The stimulus package hit. Then if you're also on unemployment for a few months, they will be providing an additional $600. And that's really an upside, because some people are going to make more money than they've made in the first place. And so you most definitely have to look at it and say, you know what, I may not have a job, but I have income. I have more money before without working. So the 80 hours and the 90 hours I was taking a week, this now goes into being home with my family, working on my health, wealth, and happiness, working on my goals, working on my vision, my dreams. And there's just an upside. And I can't stress that enough, because people are living in that fear, just feeling a little weird about not being at a job because they're used to providing for their family. It's not really so bad. It's not really so bad. Make sure you change your perspective, because our conscious mind and subconscious controls the narrative a lot. If we are not in the state of really changing the consciousness of how we see things, because I know that you probably know someone who's worked hard, and one day they just quit their job and they're free, not being at work and not being told what to do, and they're happy in that energy. And some people say, I can't do that. I couldn't do that. Even my partner, Ebony, she's a celebrity chef, and I'm motivated by her as well, because, she went from, supporting her 2 children, working, and looking at, what is really the benefit of working when a third of your income goes to daycare. And then she's a single parent, so she's cooking, and she decided to make it part of her business. She's a celebrity chef. She's an entrepreneur, and that's a motivation, because she decided one day to not go to work. And sometimes things do happen to put us in a position to do better. You just have to see that as the opportunity, and not see it as something to fall back on. So for example, you may have had a situation like now where you're getting this abundance of income, money that you wouldn't have seen before. It's not for you to sit back and enjoy the money and to do nothing. It's to do something with what the universe is planting for you. See, the universe is already working things out for you is for you to see it for what it is. You take that and you build from that, and you create a vision, and you start to give back, and you start to build your brand, you start to build your name, and you start to create the LLC, or all these things you start to build for your business, because you probably wouldn't have that opportunity. Being at work, you won't be able to create that book, that ebook, or create those videos, or you're so dedicated to the family and working and driving and being in the car, you can't do that podcast you wanted to do. You can't, once again, like I said, write that book. See, writing books, it's one of those things where you put it off for so long, and then you find every type of chance in between to work on it, but then you never feel like you're complete. And the more ideas you gain, the more you feel like you want to write, and then sometimes you get motivated and you may want to write a whole different type of book. So then you're chasing, and it's just like this cycle. But once again, we have the opportunity to be quiet, to focus, and stay focused. Now, you can focus, but you have to focus on the right thing. Most of the great motivators say you are what you think about all the time. So if you're thinking about stress and anxiety, that's what you're going to get. If you're thinking about what is life, and this weirdness, this awkward energy of not going to work but still having income, it's going to follow you. Most definitely be grateful and thankful for being safe. Be thankful and grateful of your health. We're losing people all the time from this virus. You most definitely have to be safe. You have to pray for others. Try to give back the best way you can. On my early segments, we talked about donating and cleaning and spring cleaning and giving to those, because guess what? Before this circumstance changed, there was other people who lived homeless. There was people who were in the middle of trying to find somewhere to live, and everything shut down, and they could just be between homes, hotels. We don't know. So try to give back the best way you can. Try to, sit down and look at the silver lining. Take the time and stress to the Most High how grateful and thankful you are for life, and that your family is safe. And once again, people are not living. There's someone who probably just passed away at this very moment that cannot say goodbye to their family, and their family can't say goodbye to them due to the contamination of this virus. So don't sit at home and let it all go on in vain. Create a business from this opportunity of being home. Create a family business. Talk to your kids. Talk to them and see, what is it that you guys want to work on? What do you guys want to do? And it doesn't matter how old they are. They can be 7. They can be 9. And just take the time. Google, YouTube. Look up resources on how to just become better people as a whole. You want to be the best version of yourself after this whole thing. That's all I'm saying. This is Danielle Kennedy, your favorite life and business coach. Make sure you like and subscribe, and stay connected. So hit that bell for the post notifications. Goodbye.